Welcome to the Brutal Studios. This is where we put all the music together. Normally, I would have the whole band in and we would do our recording, and then I would use all the equipment here to put that together. But this week, I'd like to show you how we're doing this in lockdown and how Mark and I are able to put together a song every week, sometimes more than one. So, Mark, what's this week's song?
Good morning. My name is Isaac Brutal, and this week's song of choice for your listening pleasure is F the CC by Steve Earle.
And why are we choosing this song?
A couple of reasons I chose today's song. One, political comment. You may notice the world's kind of gone to hell in the handcart in the last few years. The song's about censorship, given the way the news is reported these days. I thought it was fairly pertinent. And the other reason, honestly, it's got two chords. It was pretty easy to play.
Can you tell us a little bit about the way in which you go about recording and what instruments you're playing on there and what your recording setup is?
Okay, I use a Tascam DP008EX recorder, which is basically the digital equivalent of the cassette version I had when I first started home recording, and a pair of Samsung Bluetooth speakers, and that is the entirety of my recording setup.
So fuck the SEC, fuck the FBI, fuck the CIA. I'm living in the motherfucking USA.
So really, it's as simple as playing the guitar, pressing record, and go. The instruments I use for recording are my Yamaha RBX bass, which is a great sound, but also, as you can see, when it's plugged in it lights up, which those of you who know me know that that was the deciding factor on me buying the bass when I was trying it out in the shop. And of course the Gretsch White Falcon, which for me is the best looking guitar on the planet and is the perfect sound for what I want to do. I will occasionally use the Vox amp when recording, but Graham, as producer, prefers the guitar plugged straight into the recording unit, get a clean sound, and he can choose the effects and sounds and amp sounds at the other end when he's mixing things, which is an arrangement that works perfectly for both of us. Once I've finished recording, I simply eject this little fella and upload the files to Graham on the laptop, and Bob's your uncle.
When I get the files from Mark, it sounds exactly like it did when it came out of his guitar. So it's a raw, unprocessed signal, like it was plugged straight into my desk from his guitar. Sounds like this. But it'd be more fun if it sounded dirtier. So I'm using a plug-in here which is emulating a classic British rock amp. Add a bit of gain. The part of the process that takes me the least amount of time is actually recording my own guitar. I pick it up, plug it in and play away, and then the rest of the time I spend mixing and making everything fit perfectly together. My guitar plugs straight into the desk, and I set it up with a bit of compression over here, set the volumes to make sure that everything's fine. don't want to see too much orange and red, certainly don't want to see red, just the right sort of level. Everything's going to come through here, it's going to be super clean. Nothing on it at the moment, but what I am going to do is I'm going to send that over here to an amp emulator built into my multi-effects over here, and that's going to create the sound of a classic guitar amp. So if I just up that, and you can hear I've got an amp sound there. Because I'm working quick, I don't want to be messing around with any microphones or amplifiers and playing with the settings. I've got that all set up and I've got it all good to go. So now it's just a case of mixing it down and balancing it out so that we can get our Now I think you can tell that I've managed to get the punk guitar sounding pretty punk compared to the nice clean sounds that they had before. I've added a little bit extra dirt to Mark's voice with valve emulating plugin that creates that kind of almost through the radio sound. I've got everything where it wants to be. Now it's a case of just mastering it up and the song is good to go. I hope you've enjoyed the tour of our studios and what we've been doing. Hope you enjoy this week's song, a little bit of F the CC.